Wanted to do a quick overview of how to update your Google Analytics Universal account to the new Google Analytics 4, GA4. Now I have already logged into my Google Analytics account. I have an account, I volunteer for my local tennis club and we have an account. We have Google Analytics on our website, of course. You would expect nothing less from me. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is to upgrade. So I've already logged in. I'm going to the property here. So this is my tennis club. I click on the next one, properties and apps, and then over to website data here. Right, so notice that this says UA at the moment. That's the old universal ones. It's live at the moment, it's still reporting, but that's the one we need to update. So I'm going to go ahead and click in there. Now, I'm already in there, but if you then go and click on admin right at the bottom down here, you will get to this screen. You may be prompted on screen to start the migration. You might get to something across the top of the screen here. I've actually turned that one off, but you will probably see that if you need to update. Now the easiest thing is to just go straight in here and click the G4 Setup Assistant. Once you go to that, here's what you'll see. Now, the only option you'll have is to set up a new Google Analytics 4 property. That's if you haven't already started that process. So you may see some slightly different things to perhaps continue setting up or make a few more changes that Google wants you to do before it's all good to go. Now, first I need to click the Get Started. This is what comes up. It's just a double check. This is what it's going to do. That's fine. I'm just going to go create and continue. Whirring away in the background. So this is the next bit that it needs. It needs some form of tagging. Now, the website that I use for the tennis club doesn't have e-commerce, of course, and it doesn't use a plugin or app or e-commerce platform integration like Shopify or WooCommerce and something like that. So there's no way to add this in any easier. You will have something that is a lot easier. Out of the view that I had just a minute ago, and I've come back out to the admin, and you can see that it looks a little bit different. This is the G4 admin interface, so we've only got the 2 columns now, not the 3, which makes it a little easier. We still have the setup assistant at the top here. Now you'll see that I've now got a message across the top because this isn't set up properly. So I haven't added the tagging. I have a different way to do that on my site, so I'm just going to show you how that works. So go into Setup Assistant. Now you'll be presented with a whole load of different things that Google knows that people need to complete before they are properly onto GA4. Now, not all of these you will need to do. The top one, absolutely, because that's about the data collection. Some of these other ones are slightly different. So for instance, if you use Google Ads, you won't need to connect that. But it walks you through how to do it very easily. So all I'm going to try and do here is just to connect the website with this new account. That connection doesn't exist yet, and we know that we can see from here, a message at the top here, that the old analytics property is still there. So we haven't connected up the new one. So the first thing we need to do is connect the website and apps. This is one of the new things. It's actually not just the website anymore, it's all aspects. We only have a website for the tennis club. So I'm going to click on the actions here and I'm going to manage data streams. Now it says that it's here, obviously there's no data collected. So I'm just going to click on that, which will bring up the information that I need to put into the back end of my website. So you can see the tag instructions, which is the manual side of things. So that's the screen we saw just a minute ago. We don't have anything like that. We can also see, and because I needed to prompt this to get the screen up, you can see that you can install with a website builder. Now this is where you will be able to see whatever app plugin, interface, whatever that you use on your e-commerce site. This is what makes it so easy. It's brilliant. On my own website, Retail Marketing Academy, I use the Monster Insights plugin. I have other clients who will use the Shopify interface or the WooCommerce plugin, and there are plenty more, as we can see. If your website platform is in this list, you are going to have a very easy process of going on to GA4. Okay, so I haven't got that, but I still don't have to do this manually, because in the back end of my website, and this is what I wanted to show you, because lots of other websites have an easy way to do it. Even Shopify, you used to just put in a code. Yeah, so it's very similar. And lots of them still do that. So this is what I wanted to show you. So I have this code here. This is the ID, right? So it's very easy. This is the one that I want to put in. Previously it was UA and then a set of numbers. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put this. So all I need to do is just copy that tag. And then I need to go into this screen, which is the back end of my tennis website, or the one I volunteer for. Now we can see that here's the old one here, the UA, that's the old tracking ID. I'm just going to go over the top of that and put the new one in, which will start with a G. I'm going to save the site settings. And there we go. And that's all updated. Now we won't see any data in here for a little while, because if it was more than 48 hours ago, you might see it, but you won't see anything. So you've got to give it time to go. Now I'm happy that I've put that in now. It will update, great. If we go back into Setup Assistant now, what I want to try and do, it's just about marking this complete. So we have started it and it's fairly complete, but there are a couple of things that I just wanted to show you. Let's go back into data streams. Back into that stream, and we have some other bits here. So this is going to be slightly different because on the back end of your e-commerce websites, when you get enhanced measurement and you click that one on or off, you will have many more things that will automatically come through. This is really good because you don't have to keep messing them about. You don't have to keep recreating them. So it's very, very handy. And you will get all of these extra bits, even from things like video engagement, and it will capture how long people are watching videos. And I've already seen this on my own website. It's really cool. You don't have to put any geeky code in. It just does it for you. It's just so easy. Right, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you, and this is something new in Google Analytics 4. For that, we need to go into data settings and data retention. Now, you can imagine that offering Google Analytics for free for goodness knows how long, years and years and years and years and years, to millions of websites has accrued quite a large amount of data. So one of the things that Google is doing with this new release is trying to clamp down on the amount of data that it has to store. So by default, you will only get 2 months data retained. Don't panic, because you can change it. If you click on the drop down here, you will see that there is an alternative for 14 months. It's really important that you update it to 14 months. The problem is that anything older than the time you have set here will be purged automatically. So if you keep it on 2 months, the moment it goes kind of 2 months and 1 day, you will lose that first day's data. So you won't be able to do anything like look back year on year to double check your performance after a year's gone past. So it's really, really important that you update that to 14 months. And then we're going to click save. Okay, that's all, guys. Let me know how you get on with updating your own analytics, and feel free to give me a shout if you get stuck.